Hello, hi, welcome. So today's makeup is going to be super simple, super easy, and we're going to do this super fast. I'm doing this video for the people who don't know how to do their makeup but also don't want to spend a bunch of time watching a video. First things first, you always want to start with skin prep, and that means washing your face, moisturizing your face with whatever you use. I didn't think that was important to add in the video, but for people who don't want to really watch a really long video, this is for you. Make sure that you moisturize your face before you do this. Next step, primer. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer with +4 niacinamide, and then you're gonna let it sit for 30 seconds, okay? Make sure that you dab your primer in instead of wiping it in. Okay, for our next step, we're gonna do brows. You can do your brows after, but I don't do my brows after because I don't want to mess up my makeup. Okay, so if your eyebrows come out real ugly and you don't like the way that they look, don't even worry about it because we are going to clean it up with concealer. When you're doing your eyebrows, you want to make sure that you're putting the part with the most product on the ends where it's easier to blend. So if you have a lot of product on your brush, you would put it here in this area, but not too close to the eyebrow hairs. After you get as much as you can off of the brush, you're gonna come forward towards the front of the eyebrow with the excess concealer that's left on the brush because you don't want to use too much concealer. You're going to use the same method of not having a lot of product on the brush, and you're going to wipe some off on your hand and use the excess to clean up the top part of your eyebrow. When you're cleaning up the top part of your eyebrow, you want to make sure that you have a shade that is closest to your foundation shade. It's personal preference. Now I'm going to use my blending brush to blend it out. Ow. Okay, so since this is a simple makeup look, we're gonna move right on to the base makeup. We're gonna move right on to the base makeup. Stop it. Basically, all you need is a really good foundation that is special to the look that you are trying to achieve. So for example, if you want a matte finished look, you would get a matte foundation. And then if you want a more dewy makeup look, you would go for a dewy foundation, dewy setting spray, things that say dewy, you know, or like luminous. I'm not going to show you the exact foundations that I use and stuff, but I am going to show you the steps. However, for your first step, you're always going to want to match your eyelids to your face to your neck. Okay, so a lot of people may have discoloration like such people as myself. Okay, basically you just want to put a little bit of concealer or maybe your foundation. Personally, I like to put a little bit of concealer because I like a bright eye, and sometimes I add a little bit of sparkle because that's just how I do my everyday makeup look. The concealer that I use is this e.l.f. No, it's not 16 hours. This is just the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I think it's the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Now I'm just blending it out, and it does not matter how you apply the concealer because it's just color match basically. So this isn't really something that I usually use, but this is an e.l.f. Camo corrector that someone at the Ulta store suggested and recommended to me, and they were like, girl, you must have. And so I was like, okay, then I must try. Kind of just want to put the color correctors in the darker spots of your face. I'm putting it in my under eye, around my mouth. I'm thinking I'm just gonna add a little bit of color corrector. It's my entire face. Well, anyway, we're gonna blend it out. When you're blending, make sure that you are doing a dabbing motion, not a swipe, because then you're just gonna be swiping your makeup off your face. Oh my god. I know that I look like I've been doing powder related things, but I'm gonna fix it, okay? Next step is foundation. I recommend that you go to Sephora, Ulta, and get yourself color matched. I swore on everything that they couldn't color match me, and that I could color match myself, and that was just not the case. I don't know how good this shade is going to match my skin tone because I just mixed it. The reason that I mixed the shade instead of just using the foundation shade that I was matched to, because I think it's water-based and everything else I use is silicone-based. So if you have a silicone-based foundation, you want to make sure that the primer and concealers that you use are also silicone-based. And then my other tip for this is make sure that you're not applying too much. Next tip, when you're blending out your foundation, make sure that you're also doing dabbing motions. You don't want to swipe unless you're going towards the neck to bring it down, like this. Other times, you're doing a dab swipe, like this. To get into the hard to reach spaces, I use a more tapered brush. So if you feel like you've just put your face in a cake and you don't like how much makeup you've accidentally put on, like how I look right now, you can just use a damp beauty blender, to blend off the excess, because beauty blenders pick up a lot of makeup. And make sure it's damp. Next step is concealer. When you're doing your concealer, you want to make sure that you have a concealer that is 2 to 3 shades lighter than your foundation. Everywhere that I want my face to be super highlighted is where I put the little dots of concealer. I would say that you want it lined up with the corners of your mouth. With the lighter shade, I'm just going to put it in between spaces on the under eye and only the under eye. Make sure that when you're blending it out, you are doing another dabbing motion, whether it be with the brush or a beauty blender. I like to carve the nose out with the concealer. You're also going to want to keep your concealer above your cheekbone. Your main focus is to just bring it out. Bring it out and up, out and up. When you're blending out this part of your face, you want to make sure not to go above the line that you've created. Now we're going to use our blending brush to blend out the harsher lines that we've left behind. When you're blending out the harsh lines by the nose, make sure that you're using a gentle hand. I am swiping for this one, but you have to use a very gentle hand. I'm doing a dab swipe, so it's a dab, boop, chin. I like to just stay in the central area that I've created with the concealer. You don't want to go too far out because then that makes a wider chin. If you feel like, oh, this is taking too long, no, because if you can see it, we can see it too. We don't want to walk around looking like we don't know what we're doing, because even though we're a beginner, we know exactly what we're doing. We've been doing this forever. Hello. I'm going to add a teensy beensy more of the lighter concealer because I want my under eyes to be extremely bright. Okay, so next is blush. The blush that I'm going to use today is the e.l.f. Camel Liquid Blush in the shade Cheeky Lychee. I'm going to blend one side out with the beauty blender and I'm going to blend the other side out with the brush, just in case you use either or. Beauty blender, you just want to make sure that you're staying in the area that and I've already kind of gotten out of it, on top of your cheekbone, right before that crevice. If you got outside of the area, you're going to use the clean side of your beauty blender to just blend it out. And I'm going to apply more because I just did not apply enough. Now for our brush side, you want to go in circular motions. Stay in the same specific area right on top of your cheekbone. If you have a lot of blush like so, you're going to take a cleaner brush and you're just going to blend that in. I did use the one for my foundation, so you're going to see a little bit of contour there. We're going to fix that. That you think you've messed something up, you did not mess it up, okay? Because you could always fix it. I think that I have way too much blush on this side, and I think that I could have a little bit of a brighter eye. Anytime that I feel that way, you can add just the smallest amount. You don't want to add too much. You can add it in just the areas where you feel are messed up. And then anytime that you don't want to apply more product, but you just want to blend it out, you just flip the beauty blender to the clean side and you blend it out. Make sure that you're always blending out the creased areas before you set your face. I'm going to be setting my face with the One Size Ultimate Blurring Setting Powder. I don't want it to bake, so I'm going to make sure that I immediately dust off the excess powder. Now we're going to add some more blush.
Oh yes.
Now I'm going to blend the blush in. Make sure that you're using a clean brush to blend the blush. Okay, so I'm going to show you what bronzer is for. It's Black Radiance Sculpting Palette. This shade that I'm going to use for this shade, typically you would use bronzer in this area. I'm just going to blend that into the blush, and then you would also use it around the temple and also here. I'm going to use a clean brush to blend that in with the blush a bit more and on our face. I'm going to use the contour shade on the tip of my nose. So now we're going to add a little bit of highlighter. Halo Glow Silky Powder Highlighter. It's the Halo Glow Silky Powder Highlighter. Above our cheekbone, where you can kind of already see a natural highlight. You look for that natural highlight and you follow that. Now I'm going to take an even tinier brush, and I'm going to use this brush to apply some highlight to my nose. I always have to do the inner corner. We're not going to show you guys how to do eyeliner today, but we're basically done. We just need to add some lipstick, eyeliner, and mascara, and we'll be done with this easy, super simple makeup look that you've been asking for. You've been asking for it. You've been asking for it. You're dying for it. I'm going to add just a little bit of some white highlighter in the corners of my eye. Add some under my eyes as well. Okay, so next time you do your makeup, just watch this video, follow the steps that I did, and you'll see like, oh wait, this is super simple. I got this. I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned something from it and that you learned how to do your makeup just a little bit more. My wig is lifting and it's just telling me to go. My wig is lifting so much. Oh, ooh. We won't talk about it. We won't talk about it. We won't talk about it. We're just gonna tuck it and tuck it. Okay. And if you have any questions and if you need help with anything specifically and you want me to make a video specifically on a specific topic, on a specific makeup look, whatever, if there's something specific that you want me to do, I will do it for you, girl. I will do it for you. But, you know, just let me know. This is the final makeup look. I hope you really enjoyed the video. And don't forget to
like and subscribe.
Goodbye. Come back though, okay?
Good night.